Barcelona in crisis or strategy? With just days to register new signings, Barça are scrambling to get Marcus Rashford and Joan Garcia ready for the La Liga opener against Mallorca. Meanwhile, Dani Olmo could be on his way out, Tottenham showing strong interest, and rising star Fermin Lopez shining in pre-season. Add to that the missed opportunity to sign Benjamin Sesko and Lewandowski's looming exit. It's a summer of big decisions at Camp Nou. Let's break it all down. Barcelona are once again spending their August reassuring their players that they will be registered in time to play, and have just 3 days to get the green light ahead of their first La Liga game against RCD Mallorca. This week they submitted a medical report for Marc-Andre ter Stegen's back surgery, in a bid to activate the injury rule. The German goalkeeper has previously said that he will be out for around 3 months, but Barcelona's information is that the diagnosis is for a 4 to 5 months absence. In the case of the former, Barcelona could activate La Liga's injury rule, allowing them to use 50% of his salary limit impact to register another goalkeeper. In the case of the latter, Barcelona could use up to 80% of ter Stegen's salary limit space. Concern growing at Barcelona over delay. Barcelona initially expected the registration process to be quick and straightforward after submitting the necessary medical report, as they believed the case was clear-cut. However, according to TV3, concern is growing at the club due to delays from La Liga. The report was sent last Friday, and while such cases typically take just 24 hours, a resolution has not yet been received. MD reports that Barcelona now expects a decision by Wednesday at the latest, and the club is confident that Joan Garcia will be registered in time for their La Liga opener against Mallorca. Meanwhile, Marcus Rashford is aware that Garcia's registration will be completed first. The Manchester United loanee is also waiting to be registered, but both players are reportedly receiving regular assurances from the club. Optimism remains that they will both be eligible to play against Mallorca, with Rashford set to compete with Ferran Torres for a starting spot in the absence of Robert Lewandowski. A member of the defensive ranks at La Liga champions Barcelona on Wednesday continued his run of acting as the first arrival at the club's training ground. The player in question? Andreas Christensen. Stopper Christensen, for his part, is fresh off what was an altogether difficult term in Catalonia's capital in 2024-25. Owing to a pair of long-term injury problems, the Dane took to the pitch in a competitive setting on just 6 occasions. Such woes gave rise to mounting speculation surrounding his future of late, amid suggestions that Christensen at one point would have been shipped off if an enticing had arrived for his signature. With Inigo Martinez having since departed, however, as much now looks altogether less likely. And as alluded to above, this week, Christensen therefore continued to make clear his commitment to recovering his best form in Barça colors. As showcased below, as has proven the case on a whole host of occasions over recent weeks, Christensen was the very first Blaugrana player to report to the Ciutat Esportiva Joan Gamper for pre-season training on Wednesday. Barcelona transfer news. Catalan giants make major call over attacker's future with Tottenham keen on Spain star. Barcelona are reportedly considering selling Dani Olmo during this summer's transfer window, with Tottenham Hotspur said to be at the head of the queue for the Spain international. Olmo made the move to Camp Nou from RB Leipzig in the summer of 2024, and he represented the Catalan outfit on 39 occasions during the 2024-25 campaign, scoring 12 goals and registering 7 assists. The 27-year-old has a contract with Barcelona until June 2030, and it was expected that he would be an important player for the La Liga champions during the 2025-26 campaign. However, Barcelona head coach Hansi Flick has allegedly become frustrated with Olmo's fitness issues, while Fermin Lopez is believed to be emerging as a potential starter for the team in the new campaign. Lamine Yamal, Rafinha and Robert Lewandowski are also ahead of Olmo in the pecking order, while Marcus Rashford has further boosted Flick's attacking options for the 2025-26 season. Barcelona, open to Olmo's sale, this summer. According to Fishages, Barcelona are willing to listen to offers for Olmo this summer, with a number of teams from the Premier League and Saudi Pro League said to be interested. The report claims that Tottenham are showing the biggest interest at this stage of proceedings, and it is believed that Flick's club would be willing to let him leave for a fee in the region of €60 million, £52 million. A move to the Saudi Pro League has not been ruled out, but it is understood that the playmaker would favor a switch to the Premier League, and he was linked with Manchester United ahead of a move to Barcelona. Olmo scored 29 goals and registered 34 assists in 148 matches for Leipzig ahead of his move to Camp Nou, and he won 3 trophies during his first season with the Catalan giants. Tottenham are searching for a Maddison replacement. Tottenham have been hit with the news that James Maddison will be out for a significant period following a knee operation, so Spurs are searching for a new attacker this summer. Olmo had seemingly not previously been on the club's radar for the current window, but the new developments have opened the door for Spurs to bring in the Spain international. Maddison will be missing for the majority of the 2025-26 campaign due to the seriousness of his injury, putting the North London club firmly in the market for a new attacking midfielder. Barcelona are reportedly prepared to part ways with Dani Olmo this summer, with both Premier League clubs and the Saudi Pro League showing interest. According to Fishages, the Catalan giants are open to listening to offers for the Spanish international, whose time at the club has been marred by recurring injuries since his move from RB Leipzig last summer. The decision is also influenced by the rise of Fermin Lopez, who has been one of the standout performers in pre-season. His impressive form has earned Hansi Flick's trust, and he is expected to start the season as a regular in the 11. This shift in plans has pushed Olmo further down the pecking order, especially with other options available to fill the creative role. Rafinha could also operate in that position, while Marcus Rashford is seen as a potential reinforcement for the left wing. Gavi's ability to feature as a playmaker further limits Olmo's opportunities, making a sale appear increasingly likely. A €60 million opportunity to balance the books. Barcelona's financial situation remains tight, and the club is looking to make at least one major sale this summer to generate funds for new signings and to comply with La Liga's financial regulations. Olmo, who is valued at around €60 million, represents one of the most viable options. With his contract running until 2030, Barca hold a strong position in negotiations and are unlikely to accept anything far below their asking price. Tottenham Hotspur are reportedly leading the race in England, while clubs from Saudi Arabia have also expressed interest and are willing to put significant money on the table. While selling Olmo, who scored 12 goals and provided 7 assists last season, would mean losing a technically gifted player, the move would ease financial pressure and create space for rising talents. The board's perspective, a transfer this summer makes both sporting and economic sense. Athletic Club goalkeeper Unai Simon has made his stance clear regarding the decision to host the La Liga clash between Villarreal and Barcelona in the United States. The match, scheduled for December 20th at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, has already sparked heavy debate within Spanish football. Real Madrid were the first to voice their opposition after the Spanish Federation approved the game being moved abroad. Their official statement was strong, warning of all kinds of measures to prevent the competition from being adulterated. Now, one of Athletic's most respected figures has joined the criticism, even as his club maintains an official silence on the matter. Defending the fans. When asked for his opinion, Simon did not mince words. It's a lack of respect for the fans. It's something that would seem wrong to me at Athletic and at any other club, he said, making it clear that his loyalty lies with the supporters. Simon spoke passionately about the role of supporters, stressing that football belongs to them as much as to the players. Football is not only part of the members and fans, but it is the people who have brought us to where we are. If it weren't for them, football wouldn't exist, he stated. Villarreal president Juan Roig has promised to cover the travel expenses for fans who want to make the trip to Miami, but Simon believes this misses the bigger point. If it were Athletic's turn to go to Miami, I don't see it. Although in the end the club pays for the trip and the ticket, there are many fans who cannot make that trip. For them, it is a lost day, a day that they are left without seeing their players live, he argued. Simon also shared his thoughts on teammate Nico Williams, whose summer was marked by failed negotiations with Barcelona before committing his future to Athletic. At Athletic, you can also be a top world player. Beyond staying after renewing, when you prioritize Athletic over other top clubs, it means that the sporting project we have at the club and the impact it has is spoken of very well, he said. Source: Mundo Deportivo. Manchester United's capture of Benjamin Sesko has been painful for Barcelona. Despite missing out on European football, United have spent north of £200 million during the summer transfer window to bring in Matheus Cunha, Bryan Mbeumo, and Benjamin Sesko. For their latest signing, Sesko, who arrives from RB Leipzig in a deal worth €85 million, £73.4 million, the Red Devils had to fight off intense competition from Newcastle United. The Magpies were prepared to hand the Slovenian a more lucrative contract to lure him to St. James' Park. Early in the summer, Arsenal tried to sign Sesko as well, but their sporting director Andrea Berta eventually decided to spend big on Victor Gyökeres. Barcelona had been keeping a close eye on Benjamin Sesko, the 22-year-old forward who scored 21 goals last season, seeing him as a potential long-term replacement for Robert Lewandowski. With Lewandowski entering the final year of his contract, Barca had planned to pursue Sesko in 2026 due to financial constraints. However, Sesko chose to join Manchester United ahead of the new season, a move that reportedly disappointed Barcelona's sporting management. Meanwhile, Marcus Rashford, who joined Barcelona on a season-long loan from United, is expected to play a more central role at the club. Although he usually operates as a left winger, the club believes he has the potential to excel as a striker and could eventually challenge Lewandowski's position under Hansi Flick. Barcelona also have an option to make Rashford's move permanent for around €35 million, meaning he could become a key figure in their attack if he performs well this season. Interestingly, Rashford's move to Barcelona eased United's financial concerns, allowing them to make a move for Sesko. The La Liga giants will help the Mancunians save around £14 million by covering his salary. Barcelona face a dramatic start to the 2025-26 season, from registration headaches with Rashford and Garcia to potential sales like Dani Olmo, and the future of Lewandowski's replacement still uncertain. With young talents like Fermin Lopez impressing and Rashford ready to stake his claim, Hansi Flick has tough choices to make. Will Barcelona turn this summer of challenges into La Liga success? Stay tuned as the drama unfolds at Camp Nou.